Hi, my name is Sam and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I have in front of me a build called the Abandoned Manor Fixer Upper. It is a build that I found in the gallery from Patio, and basically what inspired me to create this video was a video that I saw on YouTube by Little Simsy, who is, I think she's pretty popular. She does a lot of videos and she does have a series on her channel called Fixer Upper. I do believe there are quite a few people on YouTube who have this kind of Fixer Upper style videos, and I thought that today I would challenge myself in doing one of my own. And so this build here by Katiebarra76, it does have the description. So the description says, where once stood a grand and welcoming manor, now stands the dated uncut manor of Earl Charles, a scientist gone mad. Earl returned home from work to find his wife Mary and baby Eve had mysteriously died. Was it an accident? Earl kept this to himself. He believed, and still does believe, that he will use science to bring back his family. Years have passed and the manor is abandoned. The coffin of his beloved family remains, but Earl is nowhere to be found. Dun dun dun! Which is actually very fitting because I made a family to go into this home. And the family so happens to be a mother and son, and the son is an alien. And, well, I did not realize that there was kind of science and stuff involved when I downloaded this home. I didn't actually look at the description at all. I come to find out that this build here is actually quite fitting. So I have already, as you can see, started renovating the outside of the house. I did kind of have some simple rules in the fact that I didn't want to change the main structure of the home, but I did wind up adding a few rooms inside, which you will see at a later time in the video. Also, when it came to the exterior of the house, I wanted to combine kind of moody and welcoming. I didn't want to do anything super modern, just in terms of the whole storyline, especially too because of the characters that I'm playing. I did decide to make a mother a interior designer, so it kind of fit with the fact that she's renovating this house that's all worn down, and I didn't want to give it too much of a modern exterior. The interior is definitely a little bit more modern, as you'll get to see in a little bit, but yeah, I did want to play around with kind of these darker hues. And there I said I wasn't really going to change a whole lot in terms of structure, but I did, however, as you could see, move the top little deck area over the door. So I made a nice little entryway there, and then I debated in the corner, do I make this a driveway? Do I just close it off? And I decided to eventually make it a driveway. I didn't know what I wanted it to look like. I played around. A lot of it's actually cut out in this video of going back and forth on whether or not to have this cobbled accent in the front, but I do decide to keep it and kind of bring it all along the front and in towards the back area there. As you can see me struggling with the paint tool. Is that what it's called? The paint tool? I don't know the proper verbiage for a lot of these things. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm almost done with the front here. I'm just gonna add a gate to kind of close off the area, which helped me a lot in terms of trying to figure out where I should end those cobbled stones. But yeah, so that was definitely, I don't know why I struggled so hard on that, but it was a big time waster. Now we are moving into the interior of the house. So I definitely wanted to make it kind of bright and open, but still try to keep as much as the initial kind of room structure of the house intact. I did, however, one of the big things that I did want to try to include was a bathroom on the main floor because there wasn't one. I'm basically trying to fit a bathroom. And then I randomly go off into stair mode and try to make the stairs a little bit wider. I just felt like with such a grand entryway that this house has, that it could definitely do with a large staircase. Apparently too, wow, I'm really bad at this. I definitely changed a lot of the structure on the inside. So I lied. I'm a big liar. I'm so sorry. But yeah, basically I did change a lot of the interior. So just disregard my first statement of this house and just know that I lied to you, and I apologize, and I'll try my hardest or my best not to do that again. So right here you can see me fiddle on with this kind of fireplace. I really wanted to add a fireplace, but I didn't like it. I didn't like where it was, so voila, I got my main floor bathroom here. It's very little, it's just a powder room, but it works and it's great, and yay. I'm very glad that I was able to include it. And hopefully, if you download this build, which I will try to upload to the gallery, you will also enjoy playing. In this build too, you'll notice I used a lot of the, oh goodness, what's that pack called? Machino? I'm gonna look it up. Give me one moment. Yeah, definitely wrong there. It's actually the Dream Home Decor. So, not that designer, that other designer one. So, it's the Dream Home Decor, and I absolutely love it. I cannot get enough of the pampas grass, which you will see is a reoccurring theme throughout the build. I use a lot of that. I use a lot of the modular couches, and a lot of the beds and the furniture basically is from that pack. And I'm obsessed with this kind of mauvey pink color, so I do use that a lot in this main entryway here. So I sort of had a color scheme for each room of the house. So this entryway had this pinky mauvey color. The kitchen is blues, very monochromatic. And I really dig kind of the color that I use. I use a lot of black and white, and that was actually what I was planning on doing when I first started with this house, because she was an interior design and I'm really into kind of crisp lines and crisp, clean looking homes. That was my first kind of how I was going to imagine this home, is just white and blacks and grays. But I do a lot of that and it's a little boring, and so I'm really happy that I decided to add a little bit of color into the home, and it's still kind of has kind of this warm, cozy feeling, even though it's very modern in terms of the decor. So this is the entryway of the home, pretty much finished. I play around with the wall color a couple more times and add a few more photos. Obsessed with the new photos of that are included in the dream home. And now I am onto the kitchen, which I really wanted to do this kind of monochromatic theme. I have been watching The Circle, which is on Netflix, and a couple of the rooms have kind of this colorful monochromatic vibe going on, and I really wanted to do that, especially with the new decor. And so I did kind of play around with the layout of the kitchen a lot, just because I wanted to make sure that I added enough storage. I know they're The Sims, they don't really need cupboards and things like that, but if this was my home, I would definitely want to make sure that I had enough pantry and drawer storage to fit all of my food items. And so yeah, I think there was enough. I could probably in my personal life use a little bit more, but on that one side I did kind of do a pantry wall, so I think that in the end this looks really nice, and it's very different from a lot of the kitchens that I've created in the past, and I'm really obsessed with this blue color and this kind of modern, I don't want to say modern rustic because it's not rustic. It's definitely, I think, more on that mid-century vibe feel. And I really, really like that style. And so I'm very happy with this kitchen. I think it turned out great. Still quite minimal, but it is a kitchen and it serves a purpose and it's very functional. And then over to the side, which I think originally was supposed to be a bathroom, or it was a bathroom, I can't remember. I decided to turn it into a washer and dryer of a thing. I don't think that bathrooms should be off kitchens. It just kind of weirds me out a little bit. Nobody, wants to be sitting there listening to you go to the bathroom, or when you come out. Maybe this is TMI, but they just don't need to know what you're doing in there around food. So, long story short, I made this into a laundry room, and it's perfect. I love it. It's great. It's convenient. It's on the main floor. And then, so from one end of the house, I am moving you over to that kind of garage area. And this area here, I decided to make the studio. So because she is a interior decorator, I thought it'd be really cool to have sort of this showroom area where she can bring clients. I know that they don't actually bring clients, but where she could bring clients and show them her work. Also, it kind of seconds as a art studio. So for her and her son, they can kind of go into this room and let their creativity flow. So in this area here that you're seeing, it's kind of like a waiting room entryway, so clients can come in and sit and wait for my character to kind of bring them over. And so then I decided that I would have this table where they could lay out all the samples and discuss paint colors and trends and all this fun stuff. So I actually really like how this area turned out in terms of showing creativity and being functional, which is important. Things can look nice, but if they don't serve a purpose, in my opinion, there is no point in having them. And so yeah, I really think that this space is perfect for her career and what she needs in her life. And I also added another powder room, so they have two on the main floor so that they don't have to run from one side of the house to the other side if they have to go to the bathroom. And then clients can use this bathroom instead of the main house bathroom. So this is kind of the art studio slash office area, and then in a couple minutes I will take you upstairs and we will get started on the bedrooms. Also, not to toot my own horn, but I'm extremely proud of myself that I have been able to talk this long in this video. Typically I do about maybe 5 minutes max, and then I let you listen to a little bit of music. And I would try my hand at talking through the whole video, through the whole almost 20 minutes of video, and see how it turns out. Who knows near the end of editing if all of this will be inputted, just because I know I am a little bit of a rambler. I say a lot. Sometimes I don't pronounce words properly, but we'll see how it goes. So far, so good, I think. But yeah, so here we are finally upstairs, and we are taking a look at the son's room. So I really was obsessed with that neon sign, with that wallpaper. That was definitely the first thing that went into this room. And then I kind of played around with the furniture a little bit to make it sort of seem like, I don't know, I think because downstairs is so formal, there's not really an area for the son to get away. Also, like, if he has friends over, I wanted an area where they could like sit and play video games and not really worry about the mom, being in the way, or if she wants to watch TV, because there's only really that small little TV in the whole entire house that the son can kind of go into his room. And actually, I did put a TV in the mom's room. Wow, I'm just on a roll with the lying today. I'm so sorry. But yeah, there is a TV that is going into this room, which is the mom's room. It's quite small, but it's functional. It's cute. I love this orange wall color with the bed. There's definitely, I don't know, some, I don't want to say Moroccan vibes, but I do like kind of the mood that it gives me, especially with like the flower and the candles. It's just a nice little room for her to go and relax. And then here, which is the final bedroom, I decided just to make it a spare bedroom. Who knows, in the future, maybe the mother will adopt another child. But so for now, it's just going to be a spare bedroom, and I went with this kind of purple vibe, which is also really beautiful, with the added pampas grass and just a simple wardrobe there. I love it. I love the purples and the browns. I think they look really pretty together. But yeah, that's the final room. This is kind of the upstairs. And yeah, so just some finishing touches. And then we are pretty much done, which is exciting. Thank you for staying with me as long as you have. And now here is the end clips of the video. So I hope you enjoy, and hopefully I will see you back soon. Bye.